Hey, what's up guys? It's Patrick here, and today I'm bringing you guys the next episode of my Let's Play series. So today we're at 41,500 Dark Elixir. I've been collecting like crazy for my 2 level 3 Dark Elixir drills, and now we finally have enough to build our Archer Queen and we can start using her to dominate some bases. So let's go ahead and build her. I put the builder's hut on the outside. And yeah, other upgrades I want to do today, I want to get the last wizard tower I have up to level 6, and that should only be like a 5-day upgrade, so it's not too bad. And then as far as my elixir goes, I did finish all of my army camps, so I think I'm going to focus on my laboratory, either to get my barbarian to level 6 or my archers to level 6. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at this first raid. I did a little bit of an air attack on this raid. I took care of the Barbarian King first on the bottom, as well as I used some lightning spell to take care of the air defense in the middle. And then after that, all I did was take care of this last air defense on the top left and drop some dragons. So you can go ahead and watch that, but while I talk about this, let's go ahead and talk about something that people were posting about on the forum a little bit earlier. So they were talking about how the #1 player in the world and how a couple of the other top players haven't really been attacking. And I know people are saying the top player hasn't attacked in 7 to 10 days. He hasn't attacked or been attacked. He just has an empty league shield, and he stayed at the same 4,521 trophies. And if you guys remember in the past, they had the whole exploitation of the cheap shields. George Yao was notorious for using 6 accounts to cheat and all that stuff. But people thought it was done because of the fact like the personal breaks that were implemented. There was like an 8-hour personal break to where you couldn't be online all the time. But it turns out there's something going on, and a lot of the top players are not attacking or being attacked. They're sort of just sitting on their trophies. And yeah, so I'm not going to talk about all of it in this Let's Play episode. If you guys want me to do a video on it, maybe do a little bit of research, see if I can reach out to the top players, just let me know below in the comment section. But I thought it would be something interesting that you guys might want to keep up on. Alright, so looking at the raid right now, I've taken all of the gold. There's only some elixir left. I sort of just left my troops to run around. You can see I did use my Archer Queen, and unfortunately she's not level 5 yet, so I don't have the invisibility feature on her. So she did go down, but I'm fast forwarding a little bit. I had some clan castle troops, I had some goblins, 1 giant left, and then finally I dropped my barbarian. Honestly, there were only a couple seconds left in the raid, and I decided it would be worth it to drop my king, even if he did get injured. And I went ahead and dropped his Iron Fist ability, and we were good to go, and we got all 3 stars. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this one. It was pretty simple. We got about 600,000 resources as well as 33 trophies. I really am trying to climb up in the trophy ranks, and overall a pretty solid raid. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, so if you look at my gold elixir right now, you can see that I have enough to do my wizard tower upgrade. I sort of took a break from when I recorded the beginning of this episode. So at this point, I sort of just wanted to mess around and do some different army compositions. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of a balloon and minion strategy. This guy, he has 2 pretty high level air defense as well as some, I guess, level 4 wizard towers, which really aren't too bad. Even though he's a Town Hall 7, he'll probably be able to shoot down a couple of my balloons. So let's go ahead and see how it works out. So first of all, I dropped my balloons, and then I went ahead and followed up with my minions. After that, I dropped my king and my queen, and I did have some extra archers that I dropped at the end to take care of some of the outside buildings. Honestly, maybe if I brought 1 giant, or maybe 2 giants, it really could have helped out in the beginning, and I could have used those 2 giants to distract the 2 wizard towers on the outside. But overall, it was a pretty sloppy raid, but let's see how it turns out. Right now, I have a few troops left. I have a couple balloons. I do have that dragon right there that I had in my clan castle, and I think that dragon is going to be it's going to save me. And personally, or actually, that dragon was donated by myself on my main chief pad account. That's why it's level 4. So I guess I have to thank myself for donating myself those good troops. So I already took care of all the defenses. This last cannon's going down. Let's go ahead and take care of this town hall and the last elixir collectors and gold mine. And that's going to do it for this raid. There really weren't too many resources. I was sort of just doing it for fun. There was 125,000 gold, 125,000 elixir. So it was enough to cover me, but really I didn't make that much of a profit, except for the gold, I guess. But elixir wise, I did spend a lot to get that done. So 17 trophies, not too bad. Let's go ahead and move to the last raid, and that should wrap it up for this video. Alright, so for the last raid, I thought I would go back to the giant killer strategy. I think I haven't done it for a while, and looking at this base, this was sort of a funny one to attack. It only had 1 air defense, sort of a weird design, but let's go ahead and attack it anyways and see if we can do some work. Alright, so first things first, let me go ahead and drop some archers. I'm going to take care of the army camps, the barracks, the gold mines, the elixir pumps, and then I just have to crack my way to the center and take care of that first air defense. For some reason, he's Town Hall 9 and only has 1 air defense. Sort of weird. I guess the air defense wouldn't fit in his little castle that he has going on, so he didn't want to build it. But let's just go ahead and break through and take care of that air defense. Right when it goes down, I drop my healer. There was an air bomb that attacked my healer, but fortunately, it didn't kill it because it's not a seeking air mine. And then now I'm just going to start spamming the rest of my troops and make my way to the center of his base. So dropping the goblins, I'm dropping all of my goblins actually, and then I'm going to follow up with some archers. And overall, we're doing an okay job. It turns out that my giants sort of split in half, and that was sort of a problem. And also, I did drop my lightning spell to take care of some of those clan castle troops, and that actually helped out a little bit. So surprisingly, this is a little bit close. I didn't think it would be this close because of the fact that I took care of the one air defense. But since my giants split up, since I probably dropped those goblins a little bit too early, it looks like it will come down to the end, and we'll have to see what happens. So I have my archer queen with all of her archers there. Too bad the archer doesn't have like an iron fist mode where you can use a rage spell on like all your archers. So that would be sweet. But looks like we're going to be able to take care of this last defense, and we're going to wrap it up for this raid. So in total, I really didn't steal too many resources. I got a lot of elixir, really not too much gold, but it was a fun raid, and it was good to use the giant healer strategy after a while of not using it. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this one. In total, 33 trophies stolen, as well as 260,000 elixir, a little bit of gold, and a little bit of dark elixir, but overall, not too shabby of a raid. Let's go ahead and head back to base. Pretty much the only thing I'm going to upgrade today. I didn't want to use my elixir just yet. I didn't have enough for the barbarians, so let's go ahead and upgrade that wizard tower, and yeah, that should do it for this Let's Play episode. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully I can get some more Let's Plays out soon. I'm really just hoping that they fix the loot soon so I can find a lot of better bases. Maybe I'll have to move up in my trophy count. We'll see what happens. But that's going to do it. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.